Hello, my students. Welcome you to next session. Now I am going to continue this Watchman of the Lake, part 5. So, in the previous class, I had been telling you how the goddess came in the dream of Mara and told him, and Mara told everything to the king. The king agreed and took him to palace and built the lake, and then he made Mara the watchman of the lake. So, Mara is there with his son. He continues to watch the lake, and when Mara was calling for his son told him that somebody was fishing. Then the conversation took place between the man who was fishing and Mara. Let me continue. So here, Mara told everything about the lake to that man who was fishing, and he was not allowed to catch the fish, either to catch the fish or to shoot the gulls, anything. And he asked him, "Do you understand? Now, here, go and fish back where they belong. Do you see, my son? When I am gone, you'll be the god here. This is what you must do with killers. Whether they come with arrow for the gulls, which skim over the water, or with the rod for the fish." So then he tells the fisherman to let all the fish go back into the water. Then he also advised his son. He told his son that when he was dead, when I am gone means here, when I am dead. That's the meaning. When I am gone, you will be the god here. Understand, my son? He is telling his son Ganga, my son, after I am gone, after my death, you will be the watchman of the lake. This is what you must do with killers. If they come to kill fish, catch fish, or kill the birds, don't allow them at any cost. Whether they come with arrow for the gulls, which skim over the water, or with the rod for the fish. Whether they come for fishing or shooting the birds, don't allow them at all. When I am dead, when I am gone, you will become the watchman. So do remember this. He advises his son because he says this place is sacred and belongs to the goddess. And her command is that nothing that flies or swims or walks in these parts should never be killed. Because this is what the command of the goddess to Mara. He says to his son, this place is sacred, this place is holy, and belongs to the goddess. It belongs to the goddess, and her command is that. What did the goddess command? It is that nothing that flies or swims or walks in these parts should ever be killed. Nothing in these parts. Nothing in these parts should be killed. Nothing is in these parts should be killed. Nothing. Which one? That flies, the birds, or swims. Once again, the birds or animals or walks in these parts. Walks in these parts in Ainkir area should never be killed. Should never be killed. That was the command of the goddess. So follow this, my son, when I am gone. He advises his son Ganga. He also continues, from my heart, I have often seen at dead of night a tiger come down from the mountain, slacking its thirst at that distant corner. But even that has to go untouched. Such is the command of the goddess. And the king, now be gone, you fish. He says, from my heart I have often seen, sometimes, many times Mara has seen that a tiger comes down from the mountain to drink water, to slacking its thirst. Slacking means tirupti pudiskodadillu, satisfying its thirst, bayarke. Thirst at that distant corner. ಆ ದೂರದ ಮೂಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಲಿ ಬಂದು ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಯುತ್ತೆ. But even that has to go untouched. Even the tiger also should not be touched by anybody. Look into that. When you grow young and take charge of this lake after my death, remember this. Such is the command of the goddess. Idu devara ajne, devateya ajne adu. And also the king, goddess and the king, both commanded Mara to take care of these things. After saying so to his son, he turns towards the man who was fishing and angrily tells him, "Now begone, you fish!" ಸಲಹೆಯಿಂದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಬೈತಾನೆ. ಅವನನ್ನೇ ಫಿಶ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾನೆ, ಬೈತಾನೆ. Man, that fisherman, that man who was fishing was not soft. He also retorted angrily. The man tells, "You are after all only a watchman. You are not the master of this place. Are you not taking upon yourself more than your duty? Hey, you are just the watchman, I say. Watch the lake, that's all. Don't take any more responsibility than that." That was the answer of the fisherman to Mara. Mara, you are taking much to responsibility. You are taking more responsibility than your duty. Don't do that. Your duty is only to watch the lake. That's all. ಎಂತ ಮಂಡವಾದ ಅಂದರೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಕ್ವಶನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವುದೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಏಯ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು? ಸರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಅಂತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್ ಅಂತೀರಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಇವರು ಅದೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು. ಈ ಮೀರಿಯರ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ? ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಆಲ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಾಚ್ಮನ್. ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಆರ್ ಯು ನಾಟ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ upon yourself? Are you not taking upon yourself more than your duty? Hey, your duty is to watch the lake. Just watch it, I say. Don't take more responsibility than that. That's all. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರು ತಿರುಗಿ ಬೀಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಮಾರ, I am the master of this place. The king made me so. But for me, Veda would have run away and disappeared as she was doing before. Hey, what you are thinking of me? What you are thinking of me? Say, I am the master of this place. I am the master of this place. Understand? The king made me so. The king made me the master of this place. Nobody can do anything here without my permission. Got it? But for me, Veda would have run away and disappeared. What is Veda for me? Do you know? She would have run away and disappeared as she was doing before. Veda was running and disappearing previously. But it is I who gave her a home. ನಾನು ಕಣೋ ವೇದ ಮನೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು. It is I who gave her a home. I gave Veda a home with the help of the king that is there. That means I made the king build the tank for Veda. So because of me, Veda has got a home here. That is Ayankere, where she stays and nourishes the cornfields of thousands of the king's subjects. Here Veda is staying in this tank, and she is nourishing cornfields. Nourishing means poshisu. Nourishing cornfields of thousands of the king's subjects. Thousands of the king's subjects. ರಾಜನ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳನ್ನ ಸಲಹುತ್ತಾ ಇರೋಳು ಅವಳೆ ಮಾತೆ ವೇದ. ನಾವು ಲುಕ್ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್. ನೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆರೆ ಏರಿ ನೋಡೋ ಮೊದಲ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏರಿ, ಕೆರೆ ದಂಡೆ ಏರಿ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಲುಕ್ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್. ಕೆರೆ ಏರಿ ಉದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡೋ. Do you know its length? Do you know what is the length of that bank? ಗೊತ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಉದ್ದ ಇದೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಂತ? A fling from the strongest sling will not take stone to the other end of the bank. And I, by the king's order, watched every stone with which bank was built. And I opened the gates that let the water into the fields. Yes, a fling from the strongest sling. Fling means eseta. A fling from the strongest sling. Sling ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಕ್ಯಾಟಪಲ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿದಿರಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಮಂಗಗಳು ಹುಡುಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಸಿಗರೇಲಿ ತಿಂಡಿ ಗಾಡಿಯವರು. ಕ್ಯಾಟ್ಪಲ್ಟ್ ಅದು. ಸ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಕವಣೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪದ ಇದೆ ಕವಣೆ ಅಂತ. ಅದನ್ನ ಬಟ್ಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಟ್ಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ 2 ತುದಿಯನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಧ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಜೋತು ಬೀಳುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ಲು ಹಾಕಿ ಕುಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಈಗ ರಬ್ಬರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟ್ ಬೆಲ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿ ಶೇಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಲ್ಲ, ರಬ್ಬರ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಬೆಳೆದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ ನೀವು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಲಿಂಗ್. ಎ ಫ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಲಿಂಗ್. ಒಂದು ಎಸೆದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಇಂದ, ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್, ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಸ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಇಂದ, ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಕವಡೆಯಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಕಲ್ಲು ಈ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಟು ಅದರ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್. ಆಗ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದು ಆ ಕೆರೆಯ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ದಂಡೆಯನ್ನು ತಲುಪೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಗೊತ್ತಾ ನಿನಗೆ? ಅಷ್ಟು ಉದ್ದ ಇದೆ. ಅಳತೆಗಳು ಇವರಿಗೆ ಲೆಕ್ಕಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಅಂದಾಜಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಕವಣೆ ಕಲ್ಲನ್ನು ಬೀಸಿ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ, ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಶಕ್ತಿಶಾಲಿ ಕವಣೆಯಿಂದ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕಲ್ಲು ಕೂಡ ಆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ತುದಿಯನ್ನ, ದಂಡೆಯ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ತುದಿಯನ್ನು ತಲುಪಲ್ಲ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಉದ್ದ ಇದೆ ಕಣೋ ಕೆರೆ ದಂಡೆ. I by the king's order, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು, and I by the king's order watched every stone. ರಾಜನ ಆಜ್ಞೆ ಮೇರೆಗೆ I by the king's order watched every stone with which the bank was built. This bank was built with stones. I watched every stone. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕಲ್ಲು ಗೊತ್ತು ಕೊಡೋ ನನಗೆ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕಲ್ಲನ್ನು ನಾನು ನೋಡಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. I know every stone of this bank of the lake, and I opened the gates that let the water into the fields. And I opened the gates. ನಾನೇ ಗೇಟ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. I opened the gates that let the water into the fields. ಸೊ ಹೊಲಗಳಿಗೆ ನೀರು ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನೇ ಗೇಟ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥವಾಯಿತಾ? I know how much to give and when to stop, and I tend the lake. And I see that it's not polluted by man or beast. Even that headman of the village who once beat and bullied me will have to beg my permission if he wants to touch the water. Do you know? I know how much to give and when to stop. I know how to regulate water for the people, water for the fields. I know when to stop, and I know when to give, when to tend the lake. And tend the lake means take care of the lake. I am taking care of this lake. I am taking care of this water. I know when to release water for the farmers and when to stop. And see that it is not polluted by man or beast. And I take care also that it should not be polluted by man or beast. ಮನುಷ್ಯನಾಗಲಿ ಮೃಗವಾಗಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೊಳಕು ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಈವನ್ ದಟ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್, ನೆನಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅವನ್ನ. ಏನೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದ, ಮಾರ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಅವ್ರ ಮಾವ ಆಗಲೇ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಮಗಳು? ಓಕೆ. Even that headman of the village once who beat and bullied me, once beat and bullied me, that headman ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೊಡೆದಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ, ಹೊಡೆದು bullied me, ನನಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂಸೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ. Even that headman will have to beg my permission. He will have to beg my permission if he wants to touch the water. ಅವನು ಈ ನೀರು ಮುಟ್ಟಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಮೈ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟಚ್ ದ ವಾಟರ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೀ ಹಿಯರ್. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಏನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀಯ ನೀನು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಆ ಮೀನುಗಳಿಗೆ ಬೈತಾನೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ದ ಕಿಂಗ್, ನೋ ಒನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಮೀ. ನೌ ಗೋ ಅವೇ. ಐ ಸ್ಪೋಕನ್ ಟು ಯು ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಡಿಸರ್ವ್. ನೌ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಫೆಲೋ ಮೈ ಸನ್, you see that man there taking his cow to the water's edge. Here I am the king. Understand? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೇ ರಾಜ. No one can question me. No one can question me. ಯಾರು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? Even the king will not question me if I stop him. That is the meaning. That is exaggeration. Let it be. Now go away. I have spoken to you more than you deserve. Go away. ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಂದ, ನಿನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಐ ಸ್ಪೋಕನ್ ಟು ಯು ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಡಿಸರ್ವ್. ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಡಿಸರ್ವ್. ನಿನಗೆ ಅರ್ಹತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೂ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ನಿನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಅರ್ಹತೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ನಿನಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ನಾನು. ಎಡಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬೈತಾನೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಗನ ಕಡೆ ತಿರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನಾವು ಲಿಟ್ಲ್ ಫೆಲೋ ಮೈ ಸನ್, ಯು ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ದೇರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಕೌ ಟು ದ ವಾಟರ್ಸ್ ಎಡ್ಜ್. ಸಿ ದೇ he is taking the cow to the water's edge. ಆ ನೀರು ಕುಡ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಹಂಚಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಹಂಚಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ನೋಡು, ಹಸು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ನೋಡಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಡು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗು. Run and tell him not to take it there. It's very deep at that spot. If cow slips, warn him to move off. Okay, run there and tell him not to take the cow into the water there. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಸ್ಬಿಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳು. The water is so deep. If the cow slips, what would happen? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಲಿಪ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ. Warn him to move off a little. Move off a little. Warn him to move off a little. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳು ಅವನಿಗೆ. ಬೇಡ ಬೇಡ. Go on, go on. ಹೋಗು ಹೋಗು. The boy runs away. ಅವ್ನು ಓಡೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಹಸು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿರೋನಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ಅವನು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಆ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ವಿಸಿಟರ್ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ. ಮಾರನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ವಿಸಿಟರ್ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ. ಮಾರ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾನೆ. ಕರೆದಾಗ ಮಾರ, ಓ ಬ್ರದರ್, ವೆನ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಯು ಕಮ್? ವಿಸಿಟರ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್. I left my village at sundown yesterday, but I walked without a pause. Mara, come into my hut and have some food. Oh brother, when did you come? ನೋಡಿ, ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೊಂದು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಫರ್ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್. ಅವನು ಯಾರೋ, ಎಲ್ಲಿಯವನೋ, ಯಾವ ಊರವನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಮಾರ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಓ ಬ್ರದರ್, ಓಡ ಏನ್ ಬಂದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದೇಶಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಅಪರಿಚಿತರು ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರೂ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮನೆಯವ್ರ ತರ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮನುಷ್ಯರು, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೊಬ್ರು ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಓ ಬ್ರದರ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ told the world through the forum, through the religious conference in America, Chicago. We treat everyone as brothers and sisters, but now that is going. Even children won't call their parents sometimes. Not always, sometimes. This is what happening today. We are becoming the beasts. Let us correct, at least by going through this kind of lessons, the stories. They will tell you the true culture of India. Oh brother, when did you come? Oh no, I have come. Just this moment. I left my village at sundown yesterday, and I walked without a pass. At sundown yesterday, that means at the sunset of yesterday, I started walking and I reached now. I walked without a pass, without a halt. Without halting anywhere, I started yesterday evening to come here, now I reached. He says, because there were no vehicles in those days for long distances. They were using bullock carts for short distances, but for long distances there were no vehicles. Or come into my hut and have some food. Come into my hut. Okay, come and have some food. ಬಾ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಾ, ಊಟ ಮಾಡುವಂತೆ, ನನ್ನ ಗುಡಿಸಲಿಗೆ ಬಾ, ಏನಾದ್ರು ತಿನ್ನೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡೋಣ? ಬಾಗಿಲ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಟುಡೇ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಬಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಲೋಟ ಕಾಫಿ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಹಿಂದೆ ಮುಂದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ? ನನ್ನ ಬಾಲ್ಯದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದವರಿಗೆ ಊಟ ತಿಂಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಮಗೆ ಅವರು ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಸೀ ಚೇಂಜ್. Thank you. I stop here and meet you in the next session. Till then, bye.